Hey y'all. So we are in Deuteronomy 3 and 4. I recommend that y'all read 3 and 4 on your own time. I'm only going to be focusing on chapter 4, verses 23 through 31. So this is after Moses has asked God to go across the Jordan. God got mad. He was already mad. He was like, no, you're not going to go across. You're going to send Joshua across, but you're going to stay here. I think it's called Beth Peor. Is it Beth Peor or Bath Peor? I think it's Beth Peor. Beth Peor. And so he has to stay there. So he's talking to the people, telling them that, because of y'all, God is mad at me and I have to stay here. I cannot cross the Jordan. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. Okay. He was like, I'm going to leave y'all with these last things, And so he tells them, in verse 23, take heed unto yourself, lest you forget the covenant of the Lord your God, which he made with you, and make you a graven image or the likeness of anything which the Lord thy God hath forbidden thee. So committing idolatry, that means do not make these little carved wooden figurines or whatever in my likeness or any likeness of things of me. And it says, for the Lord thy God is a consuming fire, even a jealous God. And we didn't see. Like, if you have read up to Deuteronomy, do you know about the plagues? Do you know about all the other things? God don't play with people, so don't play with him. Don't do it. When thou shalt beget children and children's children, and ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves by making these graven images or likeness of anything, meaning anything of God, and shall do evil in the sight of the Lord thy God to provoke him to anger. And this is what he gonna do. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that you shall soon utterly perish from off the land, until you go over Jordan to possess it. You shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. Therefore you cannot go across the Jordan, because that is the land that God has promised to them. But should you decide to make these graven images like him, you can't do that there. God said, not here, not here. That is not what you're here for. That's like spitting in his face. Like, he gave you this land for you to go and sit here and worship something else. Let's continue. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and you shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you. So all the people will be scattered in different areas except for the promised land, because you're not about to go there and disrespect God like that. He is not having it. And there ye shall serve gods, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. So you are going to sit here and worship things made of wood and stone that cannot do anything for you, that cannot promise you. Like, God spoke to y'all, and he told y'all and promised y'all, y'all go sit here and you're going to worship something that cannot speak back to you, that cannot promise you anything, that cannot take you through trials and tribulations. You gonna really disrespect God like that? After all that he's done for y'all, after all that he has brought y'all through. I mean, despite the complaining and the grumbling and all of that, despite that, he has still brought y'all to the promised land. Now, granted, these are the descendants, not the original people that Moses took out of Egypt. It's not them same people. It's the descendants, because they spent a long time in the wilderness because they weren't acting right. It's neither here nor there. But my point is, God is going to take you places. And for you to be taken to these places and not thank him and think that you did it on your own, or that you did it for whatever other reason besides the fact that he brought you there, he gonna take you back out. He is. Or he will not allow you to go any further. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy God, thou shalt find him if you seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. So if you decide, okay, you know what, worshiping this tree, because that's what wood is, or worshiping this boulder is not doing anything for me. Not like what God has done for me in the past. So I'm going to seek the Lord, and he gonna be there. He gonna wait until you come to your senses, until you act like you got some act right. He will be there. waiting on you, always. When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, even if you're close to having one foot in the grave, if thou turn to the Lord thy God, and shalt be obedient unto his voice, for the Lord thy God is a merciful God, he will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, the promise that he made to the original people that Moses took out of Egypt, which he swore unto them. God keeps his promises. And the thing is, we as people, we make promises all the time. Do we always keep them? No, we don't. But God will keep his promise. He is the only one who will keep his promise. And never forget that. Y'all have a good day.